Hey guys, John here from Sonic Drive Studio. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to take a look at the HD15 tube amplifier by Wong's. If you haven't heard of Wong's, it's an amp brand from China, so the prices are attractive, but the build and sound quality are actually very good. The amps are built by hand by a small privately owned, family-run custom shop of about 15 employees. The amps are made in small batch form before they are shipped out, so there's no warehouse full of amps anywhere. So they're basically made with a lot of love and care. The HD15 is one of their more high gain amps, and it also comes in a 30 watt version, by the way, in the form of the HD30. So the HD15 is a 15 watt amplifier with two 6V6 tubes in the power section and 5 12AX7 tubes in the preamp section. The amp has two channels with shared EQ, but with separate gain and master volume controls. On the left side of the front panel we have a couple of switches. One of the switches lets you choose between the normal clean and drive channel. There's also a switch that lets you choose between a clean or crunch mode for the normal channel, and there's a bright switch. I think that only works for the clean channel. The normal channel is supposedly loosely based on a Bogner Shiva amp, and the drive channel is based on a Soldano. The amp also has an effects loop on the back and a foot switch jack on the front. So all Wong's amps are made by hand using very high-end German and Japanese Vishay electronics. The PCBs are aeronautical quality, double-sided 100% fiberglass. The pots are Korean and the valve sockets are ceramic. Now let's get started with some clips. Here's a demo of some clean tones on the normal channel using my Schecter PT Apocalypse. And for these tones the bright switch was off and the voicing was set to clean. And for the cap tones I'm using an IR from the Ownhammer Revolution series, and I chose the 412 MRCB V30-EN1 speaker/cab combo, and I'm using the fat mic mix for this one. Let's take a listen right now. Great, the HD15 seems to have some very nice and unique clean tones in it. Now let's check out some tones on the normal channel, but with the voicing switch set to crunch instead of clean. And for this section I used my PRS SE277 semi-hollow baritone guitar, which is a very cool and unique guitar. And the bright switch was once again set to off. And this time for the cap tones I chose the Ownhammer 412 MRBW M75-GNR cab speaker option, also from the Revolution series, but this time I'm using the bold mic mix. Let's check it out, here we go. Awesome, that sounded great. I really love how the amp sounded there. Now the crunch mode also has plenty of juice for some nice British crunch tones. And for this next clip I'm using my ESP LTD Elite Eclipse 1 guitar with Seymour Duncan pickups. So these next riffs are quite rocky with plenty of gain, but we're still on the normal channel with the voicing switch set to crunch. And for the cab tones I'm using the Ownhammer 412 MRCB cabinet again, but this time I chose the Forward 3 mic mix. Let's go ahead and take a listen right now. Awesome, that sounded great. But now let's go over to the drive channel for some more high gain tones. Don't get me wrong, the normal channel is great and very versatile as you just heard, but I'm just a sucker for good high gain tones and this amp has plenty of that to offer. The drive tones on this amplifier are just so nicely saturated and fat, very cool and unique in my opinion. First let's check out some lead playing, again using my Schecter PT Apocalypse guitar. And for the cab tones I'm using an Ownhammer Revolution IR again, but this time I chose the 412 Trad V30-MB1 cab speaker combo, and I landed on the bold mic mix for this one. Let's go ahead and take a listen. Awesome, that sounded great indeed. Now let's check out some heavy rock riffs, also on the drive channel for that thick and saturated tone, using my ESP LTD EC1000T with EMGs. And for the cab tones I went with the Ownhammer 412 MRCB cabinets again, but this time using the Modern 3 mic mix. Let's go! Awesome, I really love how this thing sounds, especially for those modern rock rhythm tones. Pretty amazing actually, considering the price, which is only $500 including shipping worldwide. If you're interested in one of these amps, just visit the link in the description. The URL says USA, but you can order there worldwide within 10 to 16 days. It's also worth mentioning that the Wong's amps guy Jeff on Facebook is a cool and trustworthy ambassador of the brand, so be sure to hit him up if you have any questions. And that's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit subscribe along with the bell. And remember that you can also follow Sonic Drive Studio on Facebook and Instagram. And also don't be afraid to drop a like and a comment down below. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers!